All right, good morning yet again. 7-round mock draft. We gotta love it. We gotta love it. We did one for the Raiders the other day, a second one, and now we're gonna do one for the Vikings, where we trade down for value. I know that's wild. Like, what is he talking about? Trade down for value? Well, I think there's a spot here where the Vikings sit at 12. That yes, probably Trent McDuffie is going to be a really good pick there, but this corner class is actually pretty deep. I actually really like this corner class, and you know, nothing against Trent McDuffie and all the boys up there at 12 that will be available at 12, but I feel like they could trade down a couple spots here, or we could see kind of a similar thing that they did last year in getting a guy to help out along the offensive line, like they did with Christian Darrisaw last year. So obviously center is a big position of need. Who's the best center in this class? Boom, it's Tyler Linderbaum. I think the Vikings can find a way to get Linderbaum and then also a top corner in this class at the top of the second round. Now, would I love it? No, but I also think that at the same time, there's a lot of good things going on in this draft that the Vikings could do. They can do a lot of different things. So I think we need to get to it here. So obviously a 7-round mock draft, speed about. We'd like to slow it down a little bit. Take a route out there. We do not use the default settings. We care for positional value is high. Draft for needs is high. Randomness low. We'd like this to be as realistic as possible. Enter the draft here. So now, once again, now that we have gotten to the spot, we're going to go ahead and just start this because we're not trading up right now. But now that we know where kind of the board will fall, I think it kind of gave us a chance to look at what could happen, especially with guys, you know. And obviously, is Malik Willis going to really go that far? Because I mean, I don't know. I think he goes to the Seahawks at 9, but I could be wrong there. I don't. Maybe they wait to the second round. And quarterback is no longer a need for the Vikings because of the recent Kirk Cousins extension. And I know there's going to be a lot that goes on with free agency, and this is again done before free agency. But we're going to see how this all goes. So, okay. Cup of Joe, you got to have it. So you're sitting here in a spot where Trent McDuffie's just sitting there. He's like, hey, want to be on a plane in Minnesota, or we could trade down. Who do you want to go with? You want to go with the Cowboys? Ah, that's too far. Because I feel like Linderbaum will go to one of those teams. You go to the Steelers? I think you go to the Steelers. Okay, hey Steelers, what's up? Mike Tomlin, how's it going? Long time no see. We'll give you 20. We'll give you 12. You give us 20. You give us 52, and your second and your third, and. Oh, man, a second and a third round pick to be able to move down. Okay, yep, resume the draft. They're going to take, okay, they took McDuffie. I'm not too mad about that. But if Linderbaum falls to us at 20, boom, you just got a second and a third round pick for moving down 6 spots. Yes, you let up Trent McDuffie, but there's still a lot of talent in this corner class. You could still go get guys like Andrew Booth Jr. You could trading back up into the, ooh, do we want to trade back up in the first round for Andrew Booth Jr.? Is that a possibility here? Could we do it? Okay, could we do it? Well, let's go ahead. Right now, I think that the biggest need right now is boom Linderbaum, but pause it because Booth Jr. he's not gonna go very far. I think the Cardinals. Hey, we'll give you 23. Give you 44 and 76. Give you our second and 76. Okay. Oh crap. 155. I don't love it. Don't love it. But I mean, trading back up for Booth, I mean, I like it. I like it. You fell 2 positions of need. You still got a second round pick and a third round pick to be able to get a couple of needs here. So, I mean, I don't love it, but I mean, also, I really like Booth Jr. I think he's going to be a really good player. Actually, what happens if we give you 52? Okay, 44. We'll keep 52 then. And we got their second, so we got an extra third. What happens if we give you? Well, we're just gonna try this. If they don't take it, okay. I didn't think they would. Okay, fine. All right, offer trade here. Trade up to get Booth Jr. I mean, all right. So Booth Jr. I mean, Andrew Booth Jr. You take care of 2 huge positions of need here. We're gonna be back into the third round. Or the second and the third round, so we've still got some of our picks, and we could trade down. This is a very talented class here. There's a lot of different players. Kenny Pickett, Matt Corral. Ooh, there's a run on quarterbacks. Sam Howell. What the? I don't know why PFF is doing this. The Bears. The Lions aren't going to double down on quarterback, but it is what it is at this point. So you're sitting here At 52, Drake Jackson's there. Kingsley Enagbari. Cameron Thomas is there. Nick Bonito is there. Okay. I know there's a couple of edge-needy teams in this draft, but I would like to get some more. I would like to get a little bit more, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? I'd like to get a little bit more frisky with this. I'd like to see what else I could get for this pick because I like trading down. I feel like you can get a lot of value for a lot of different things here. So Nakobe Dean, okay, he went to the Raiders. Ooh, I like that. So the Raiders are probably going to go wide receiver because I just feel like they really need it. Okay, but what the Patriots do? They probably go edge. So Benito's probably gone. So Raider, but we're in a perfect spot too. We are in a good spot here because Benito's right there. We've addressed corner and center. So now we got his guard, I think. Again, not quarterback because I don't think the Vikings really need that right now. Drake Jackson, Agbari. Listen, I think we trade down. I think we go, or do we not? I'm sorry. This is this is fun. This is where the fun gets. Because you got Benito, Samoa's there. I just feel like we could trade down with. Okay, if both of them go at that point, that's fine. But I think we go to. Do we go to the Raiders? That's the question. I would like to get a little bit more bang for my buck here. We'll give you 54. You give us your third. Okay. Give us your fourth and 162. Boom. Awesome. All right. You guys probably take an edge. Who'd they take? They took Alec Pierce. Ooh. Ooh. So we just basically got an extra. Okay. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, you got an extra for us. So we got a couple more picks here. I love it because there's some really talented guards I would like to go after later. But for right now, I love this. I really like this because we can get a quality edge player right here. Benito, Kingsley Enagbari, or Drake Jackson. That's my question. I like Benito. I really like Benito. Oof. But do we want to move back up into... Who needs a guard, by the way? They need a guard, okay. Because I would like to see... Could we somehow come away with Dylan Parham here? I would love that. Marquise Hayes, he's probably fallen. Oh, Cole Strange as well. Ooh, does he fall all the way to 85? I doubt it. Doubt it. It's worth a shot. At the least, you can get Marquise Hayes in the 4th round, I think. No, we go get... I really want to go get Strange, or I want to go get... man, Strange is... Man, who went on guard? Guard. Kenyon Green went. I mean, that's just how it's going to go. Kenyon Green. Zion Johnson. Yeah, run on guards there a little bit. Okay, understandable. So, Dylan Parham is there. This is tough because Dylan Parham's there. Could we trade back to... Could we trade... I hate to say it. Could we trade with the Packers? Because they already got their... That's... okay, so right now we go Nick Benito, but we pause the draft here. Pause it. Thank you. Okay, they took Kenneth Walker. Oh. If he falls down to the Packers. Okay. Boom. Packers 60. Hate to give you this. 124. Okay. Well, that's pretty that's okay. You know what? I feel like 60. I really don't know if I want to trade back. We already trade back up in the first. I don't want to give up a lot. Okay, we'll resume draft. We'll okay, Kilway Walker, Daniel Falele. Ooh, you like that. Kingsley Enagbari fell all the way to the 3rd. That's a good value. Cole Strange went. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I can live with that. I know. I just have to pet myself. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. All right. Carson Strong went. Okay. Dylan Parham's there. Oh, you love it. Oh, you love it. You love it. Okay, sweet. All right. So you are in a spot where you get a guard, you get a center, an edge player. We've got most of our needs already, and Dylan Parham's there sitting in the 3rd round. I love it. Hello, Dylan Parham. At least, okay, listen, or they could just start Wyatt Davis. It's not like we're reinventing the wheel here, but it is what it is. At least you get really good guard playing here. Boom, Dylan Parham all the way in the 3rd round. Wabam. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. And so now you find yourself in a spot that you're going into the 4th through, 7th rounds now. You've got 5 picks. You could honestly just draft. You don't need to draft for need anymore. You can double down on guys. You can find what's best for your team moving forward. I love it. You're traded back up. You got Andrew Booth Jr. to help out in that corner class. You got Tyler Linderbaum, arguably the best center, easily the best center in the class. Okay, Christian Watson, Zach Tom. There's a Tom. Sorry. Zion McCullum sitting there. I love me some Zion McCollum. I really do. You got 162 as well. Noah Ellis. Is Marquise Hayes still on the board? I don't think so. Where did Marquise Hayes go? I'm really interested. Okay, he went to the Chargers. So it is what it is. We got Dylan Parham. I like Marquise Hayes as well. But you know what? Well, who's the best player on the board? I think it's Christian Watson. I mean, the Vikings are stacked at wide receiver, though. Like Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, so no. Zion McCollum, though. Yeah, double down on corner. You can never have too many good corners. Listen, whatever it is, I think they need to take a corner here because, again, we're in the spot where you take what's best available, and Zion McCollum's a stud now. I think he could really help out the Vikings. So again, I'm really liking what I'm seeing so far. You know, and I feel like the Bengals just signed Alex Kappa. That's huge. Okay, I love that. Okay, that's not right. Don't click on ads, people. They're bad for you. Chris Paul. Noah Ellis is still sitting there in the 5th round. Listen, I know the Vikings don't necessarily need a huge defensive tackle, but I feel like Armon Watson, those boys, like, the only reason I would take Noah Ellis is to throw Armon Watson and Jalen Twyman all there on the inside and then just let Noah Ellis take up double teams all day, especially in a 3-4. Do we want to do that? Take out Noah Ellis? I mean, Noah Ellis is sitting there in the 5th round. I think you're sitting here. I like Noah Ellis. I have a huge draft crush on Noah Ellis. 6'4", 360, going to take up double teams in that new 3-4, even 4-3. Oh baby, you love it. You absolutely love it. So you're still going to come down to here into the 6th round. You got a top 6th round pick here from the Jets. Cam Jurgens from Nebraska. All right. Center. Do you double down on a position of need? Also have him potentially play guard? Yes, please. I love it. Cam Jurgens is a stud. All those corn-fed boys, they can get after it in the offensive line. Just look at how some of those linemen. Who was it for the Cowboys last year? I can't remember who it was, but I mean they just get some men in there. Once again, Cup of Joe. Okay, yeah. Once again, let's know what kind of Cup of Joe you guys drink. You gotta love it. JT Woods is there at safety. Vikings don't really need a safety. Hassan Haskins. My question is, now that Tyler Conklin is probably going to hit free agency, where do they go from here? Derek Deuce Jr. I really like Derek Deuce Jr. I feel like he's going to be a really good player in this draft class. I mean, if he's sitting there in the 6th round, yeah, I like Derek Deuce. I really do. Because Irv Smith Jr. is going to be your starting tight end, but we saw what happens. You know, when you have a really good backup tight end, you saw a guy that honestly, he does a lot for you, and they're able to do a lot when you have that depth piece. Because if you get your starting guy goes down, you need somebody to step up, and that's exactly what Tyler Conklin did this year. All right, last pick, 226, 7th round. Hassan Haskins is there. Okay, I mean, you already got Dalvin Cook. They're not going anywhere this year. So who else is on the board? Nate Landman, Sincere McCormick. Okay. Oh, Doug Kramer. I mean, Jack Jones is there. Who wants to trade in a 7th round? Come on. Well, I mean, there's a lot of good players in the 7th round. Eric Swenson, Thomas Kroll. You want to double down on tight end? What's that? CJ Verdell is there. Don't really need Doug Kramer. I just feel like the Vikings offensive line really needs to who was it? I want to say it was Daniel Jeremiah that really pointed out you don't need to draft all these first round. You don't need to draft all these linemen in the 1st or 2nd round. You can get guys in the later rounds that'll actually do a lot for you. So yeah. I love this draft. I think this is a really good draft. You go back up into the 1st round. You get some guys. You get Andrew Booth Jr. there at corner, major position of need. You get a good edge defender. You also get, and plus you got guys on the outside. We got to remember DJ Wanham's out there. What do you have? 8 sacks last year. I have a feeling. I hope they're going to bring back Danielle Hunter. I feel like, and plus the Vikings. I don't know. In the past, they've had a history of bringing in guys. Let's see here. Okay. All right, so let's see here. All right, so at the top of the 1st round here, we traded down from 12 to 20 to get Tyler Linderbaum. We also got a what was that? they got our first. We gave them our first, and we got a second and a third for it. I really like that trade. I think that's a really good trade. Then we were down. I think we were sitting at what 44, and then we traded down to, I want to say, oh yeah, we traded back up into the first round because we really like Andrew Booth Jr. I think getting him here ahead of a lot of, I think he's one of the best corners in the class. I really do. I think he's a tall guy that Kevin O'Connell and this defense are really going to need moving forward, trading back up into the first. And I feel like this is something that they could really look forward to in terms of value. Now, they don't love the trade here, but you traded back into the first round, and I felt like, I love it here. I know you give 3 potential picks away, but we got it back later, didn't we? Yes, we did. So then we got down. We traded with the Raiders to get Nick Benito. Again, I don't know if he falls that far. I feel like he's one of the top edge defenders in the class, but trading down a bit, kind of looking at the board, seeing what other teams need. And then you also get Dylan Parham the next round after that, so you fill a major need at guard there. Getting Zion McCollum also in the 4th round and finding a way to double down on another position of need. And then after that, baby, you're drafting for what's on the board, baby. You love that. I mean, Noah Ellis, again, in that 3-4, that new 3-4 that the Vikings are going to look to bring. That new defense at Donatell and all those guys. I think Noah Ellis is a guy that really could. He's probably just going to be mainly playing that 0 tech, or whether it's the 1 tech, 1 eye, whatever it is. He's going to play head up over the center. He's going to play a little bit outside of the shade of the guard, whatever it is. He's going to take up double teams. He's going to make a lot of plays for this defense moving forward. At the very least, take up double teams and let the rest of these linebackers shoot the gap, because the Vikings have speed at linebacker. They really do. Then also in the 6th round, you get a guy like Cam Jurgens out of Nebraska. Doesn't go very far. Midwest boy. You keep him in the Midwest. You love to see it get. And I really think he can play a lot more than guard, or excuse me, a lot more than center. The Vikings have a history of having guys come in at center and just trying him out at different positions. I mean, Ezra Cleveland is an example. They did it with Davis last year. Wyatt Davis, the former 3rd-round pick out of Ohio State. Should just start him at right guard, but whatever. Also, you get Derek Deese Jr. here at tight end. We saw what happens with Irv Smith Jr. When he's healthy, he's one of the best tight ends on the field, but I think that's kind of half of the battle with him. So if you can get a good backup tight end, I think that really helps you out a lot. That way you don't got to spend a lot of money on a guy like Tyler Conklin, even though he's absolutely earned it. Also, finally, you're really tripling down here on offensive line. That's the biggest need here. Like, that really is it. The interior offensive line, why not spend 3 picks on it, potentially more in free agency as well. And you get a center here, Doug Kramer, that, again, I think doesn't just play center. I think you could play a lot of these guys and just kind of see what they do and see where they best fit. You never know in the NFL. So, but yeah, that's it. That's our new 7-round mock draft for the Minnesota Vikings. Trading back up into the first and trading down for value, combination of both. Let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. I would greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten, and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome. We love every single one of you. In the description down below, you'll find all of our social media platforms. Make sure you guys give us a like and a follow there. Also, remember to give us a listen and sub on iTunes. And finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com, or put in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about our trading down and getting value in the latest edition of our Minnesota Vikings 7-round mock draft.